I sympathize with the people of Imo State. In Imo State, I sympathize with you. If you are from Imo State, please accept my sympathy. Imo State has been captured by the Fulani Caliphate once more. But it is good we call a spade a spade. Let us call people by their names. Whatever will happen tomorrow should happen today. Not calling people by their names and what they have done to us is the reason why we are still in this state of quagmire. Whatever you feel is happening in Nigeria today is courtesy of Muhammad Buhari, and Reverend Father Ejike Mbaka endorsed Buhari to be the best. Whatever you feel is happening in Imo State is courtesy of Hope Uzodinma. But Reverend Father Ejike Mbaka said Hope Uzodinma was supposed to be our sweetheart. How far? When you try to ask pertinent questions, what we hear from these people that claim that they are Christians is, touch not thy anointed and do thy prophets no harm. I am not a pastor. I am not a Momijuo. But I told you that Hope Uzodinma was a bomb that was waiting to detonate in Imo State. I said it without mising words that Muhammad Buhari was a bad omen. But your pastor endorsed Buhari and Hope Uzodinma on the altar of God. Reverend Father Ejike Mbaka in Adoration Ministries endorsed Hope Uzodinma and Muhammad Buhari, and I'm not happy about it. It saddened my heart that this is what Christianity is all about. Reverend Father, take microphone and tell us why Muhammad Buhari destroyed Nigeria for 8 years. Father Mbaka, take microphone and tell us why Hope Uzodinma destroyed Imo State for 4 years. Imo State is bleeding, courtesy of Hope Uzodinma. Nobody wants to go to Imo State again. People are scared of Imo State. Imo State is a kidnapper's den. People no longer do traditional wedding in Imo State. They run out of Imo State, our ancestral land, to go to other countries, other states, I beg your pardon. Even in Yoruba land, they go there to do traditional wedding because nothing is happening in Imo State. But Ejike Mbaka endorsed Hope Uzodinma in Adoration Ministries. Look at how everybody is keeping quiet. Christians are keeping quiet. Christians are keeping quiet. Christians can never ask pertinent questions because everybody has moved on. Nobody wants to remember that it is Hope Uzodinma, it is Reverend Father Ejike Mbaka that gave us Hope Uzodinma and Muhammad Buhari. Nobody wants to remember it again. I insist that 90% of the people that go to church in Nigeria behave like Imbe. Mugu. If you are not an imbecile, tell me how your Reverend Father gave you Muhammad Buhari, and up to today, you are not asking him questions. Look at all of you have fooled the church again. They are inside the church once again, praying for Nigeria. They are inside the church once again, praying for Imo State. Look at the frustration. Look at the pains. Look at our women. See our women with pains. 40 years, 45 years, 50 years, no husband. They have entered menopause. Praying for husband inside the church. How can your husband come when he doesn't have job? Or your work be no one? Look at our men. Look at our men. They are frustrated. They are praying for miracle job inside the church. Where they are praying. Do you think that praying inside the church will make you to have job? We have been praying for over 60 years. We have been praying since 1960. And our children will pray for another 50 years if we don't do the right thing. Our children will even inherit our Bible. In 2300, 2200, if we don't march, do the right thing, close the church and do the right thing, we will continue praying and fasting and nothing will happen. Where you figure, amen? Where you figure, amen? Christians don't ask questions. Mbaka, take microphone and tell us why Nigeria is still in the state it is today. You have to tell us why. Hope Uzodinma. Tell us about Hope Uzodinma. Tell us about Muhammad Buhari. Reverend Father Ejike Mbaka, you gave Nigerians Muhammad Buhari and Hope Uzodinma. What is going on? Why is Nigeria the way it is today? Why is Imo State still bleeding? Is it that God cannot give his children what is good? Does it mean that God intentionally gave us Hope Uzodinma so that we will be suffering? Does it mean that God intentionally gave us Muhammadu Buhari to torture us for 8 years? Is he a God of torture? I don't accept. I will never accept. I will never accept that God will intentionally give us Hope Uzodinma and Muhammadu Buhari. But how come Muhammadu Buhari and Hope Uzodinma was endorsed in Adoration Ministries and everybody is keeping quiet? How come? How do we expect magic to happen? Now look at this leaf. Please look at this leaf. I want to make a serious analogy. Before Muhammadu Buhari entered in 2015, this was how Nigeria was looking. Full of life. Full of life, evergreen. Happy, excited, plenty money, food everywhere. Reverend Father Ejike Mbaka now told us that Buhari will do us well, better than this leaf. After the endorsement, this is how Nigeria now look like. Nigeria no teeth again, no leaf. Everywhere empty, scanty. This was how Imo State was looking like before Reverend Father Ejike Mbaka endorsed Hope Uzodinma to be the best and our sweetheart. After 4 years of Hope Uzodinma, Imo State is bleeding. This is the face of Imo State now. Look at Imo State. Take a look at Imo State. So this is how God wants to keep us. So God brought us, you people want to tell me that God brought us from here, saw us here, and decided to keep us here. Is it what you are saying? Is that what you are trying to make me to believe? I refuse to accept. How come they use the church and the pastor as a tool to inflict pain on us and we are still keeping quiet? How? I don't think you go to church more than I do. I was once a Deeper Life choir. I know God and I love God. I serve him with my heart. But the only problem I have with the church is we not standing up for the truth. The scam that is going on in the church is what bleeds my heart. I don't have any issue with church. I only have issue with us lying in the name of God and lying to our people. The other one say, raise all your phone up. Raise your phone up. I push money. I pray for miracle money, my people. This is what is happening in Nigeria. This is what is happening in the 21st century, where a pastor will ask his members to raise their phones up and they push money inside the phone. I pray for miracle money. Open your phone. I pray for miracle visa. You will fly abroad. I see you now in abroad. This is what is happening in Nigeria. And you want to tell me that these people are normal? They are not normal. You can't be normal and be acting like this. After lying to them, you will pack them inside the church and tell them to raise their hands up and be praying. Pray, 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 pray. This is what you do to them. This is what they are doing to Nigerians. This is what they are doing to poor Nigerians. Oh yeah, pray. Pray. Pray for Imo State. Pray for Nigeria. How can they pray for Nigeria? Why won't you tell them that the only miracle that will happen in their life is when the government start doing the right thing? Why won't you tell them that? Why will you tell them that they need to buy a spiritual handkerchief and a spiritual granite oil, that is what they need? What about you, pastor? Are you not using security? Are you not moving around with security? Are you not moving around with bulletproof cars? Why are you lying to these members? Why are you lying to Christians in Nigeria? Why? How can a carnal person want to know the truth, want to abide by the truth, want to do the things of God, and people that claim that they are spiritual people will be lying to innocent Nigerians? Why? I'm asking you. Why? I feel pain when I see people lying to poor people. Why will you lie to them? What do you stand to gain? What do you stand to gain by lying? You use bulletproof cars. You bring politicians inside the church. You endorse them. You tell them that they are the best and ask members to pray. And after praying, these members will go back to where they are before. No change. Now they are in a renewed shege that is dealing with them mercilessly. And all of them have entered the church once again. They are praying for Imo State. They are still praying for Nigeria. Courtesy of your hypnotization. And it's bad. It is bad as a pastor. It is bad. And as I'm speaking, I believe that God is hearing and God is not happy. Stop lying to people. That is all I ask for. Stop lying to them. We must close the church. We must march on the streets. We have to say no to impunity. They can't continue dealing with us and we will keep quiet. We will stop keeping quiet in the face of pain and shame and frustration. Except you are an accomplice. If not, the church have to close for the people to be free. That is where I stand. to build churches will never change anything as it is today. Prayer no dey tire una. Fasting and prayer no dey tire una. Are you saying that God doesn't answer prayers? He doesn't hear? He only wants you to act. Israelite is acting. And we are praying and fasting every day. And the likes of Reverend Father Ejike Baka said, Buhari, Hope Uzodinma, look at where we are today. Look at where everybody is frustrated and depressed. Look at where everybody is today. The people who know.